and don't want to speak, you can type them in the chat as well.
Okay, y'all. I'm trying to get my life together. But do anybody got any questions that they want answered?
So I know I've still been seeing a lot of questions about, about the tooth bath solutions and scrubs that everybody's been using. Danielle, how do you feel about that? Do you have any tooth baths that you sell?
So I'm sorry, but to be honest, I don't know anything about the tooth baths that are being made up, but I do know about a similar product. It's called Beyond. And y'all might have been seeing those products lately. I know Glitz Tooth Gems is a ambassador for them. So they are the ones who offer that accelerator light that has like the mouthpiece. But basically what it is basically like a tooth bath, but it's a pre-whitening treatment that you will mix together with this one. I know the product is a hydrogen peroxide and a catalyst base. And I can send y'all the link for that. To me, honestly, I would like something that I know what's in it versus something that somebody is like mixing up and selling. But it's basically like a pre-whitening treatment, but I don't have any information about like the ones that they're making, but I do have the direct link to one that I use made by Beyond Whitening.
Okay, thank you. If you could send that to me too, and I'll get it out to everybody on my page as well. I do know some people were saying like it was activated charcoal and some other stuff, and then they put some other stuff in it to make it a certain color. I do know that Pure Image have the pre-whitening swabs that they use, and I have actually used those. I don't see a result like when I'm doing it. So like if they have stains and I go to put the pre-X whitening swab on their teeth, you're not going to see instant results. But I do feel I get better results when I use it before whitening than if I don't use it before whitening. So I'm not sure how it works right off bat, but some people were saying with the teeth bath, they was getting results like without even putting the whitening on. So I was just looking around interested in that. I don't know like you said, what they mixing and making it up with. But
yeah, and I don't really like that, to be honest, because like you said, we don't know exactly what's in it, but if it works for you, it works for you. But I feel like that comes with a lot of liability. Just because you don't know exactly what's in there.
Correct. That is true. People could be allergic to something or whatever. That is very true. Yeah, I think I would just stick with the pre-X whitening, or if you did want to make something like that, mix the baking soda with the peroxide, because I know that's what some dentists do, especially when they're doing the deep cleaning. They'll put baking soda into their spray. It's called a flush. They'll do that and clean up the gums and stuff like that. So if you wanted to do that, make a paste with like baking soda and peroxide and use it. And I would say use it on people that's like really, really stained, or you just want to give their gums a little refresher. something like that, because you know what it is. It's baking soda and peroxide. But like you said, if it works for everybody, that works. I just wanted, the some opinions on what that is and how that was going if you did use it.
Okay, so I actually found the link. I'm gonna send it to you, but I just kind of wanted to talk about it. So what it is, it's called Beyond Blast Pre-Treatment Extra Strength Whitening Paste. And what it consists of is actually 35% hydrogen peroxide, and you actually mix it into a paste, and then you apply the light as you would your regular teeth whitening. But once again, you have to be really careful with this, just because it is 35% hydrogen peroxide. So it's gonna be stronger than any paste that you may buy like in a tooth bath. But what it is formulated to reduce the appearance of difficult and severe stains. So especially like titros dang, I'm getting tongue twisted, but that and fluoride stains. And basically what you will get in the kit is a bottle of 35% hydrogen peroxide, 1 jar of a catalyst, a spatula to mix it, a brush to apply it, also a face protector, and then an after treatment guide. And this would just be something that you would do before your teeth whitening. So I'm gonna send a direct link, and she's gonna post it for y'all that want to buy it. And this one is actually $27.84 before tax. But like I said, it's really good.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So for the people that's here, I do want to thank you for being here for one, and then two, this is kind of interactive. So ask questions, let us know. I got the link, Danielle. So ask questions, let us know what some of your struggles are, what you find successful, if you found a new gel, or if you're looking for a new gel, you're looking for somebody who's teaching classes. I know tooth gems are still a big up in the air question that I see a lot on the cosmetic teeth whitening page group that we're in. But yeah, just let us know what questions you want answered, and we will do our best to answer them. Danielle, aren't you offering a book or ebook or a vendor list of some sort?
So I'm still working on my ebook, but I do have vendor lists available for teeth whitening and tooth gems. So it's gonna be direct links to all the vendors that I've used and had experience with. Me personally, I like to try different vendors just because in the dental teeth whitening world, stuff gets better and better. If you got a product that you like, I mean, stick to it. But me personally, I like to try different stuff. So it's gonna be direct links, and I can also send that over to anybody else who is interested in that video. And you will have direct access to all those links.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, thank you, thank you. I'm looking over this Beyond Blast thing right now. It looks cool. I think I might try some myself. Yeah, I do like to try different products and different whitenings. I did see somebody that put on there that they were saying like they finally tried red carpet, and when they did try it, they didn't like it, or they had a bad experience. I really think it's to each his own, because I use red carpet and I typically don't have any problems with them with my gels.
It could have been the way that they applied it. It could have been their accelerator light. It could have been their client. And that's why we have to stress that results may vary. This could have been that could have been a client that maybe needed a pre-whitening treatment or the tooth bath solution that everybody is raving about. And some people just need more sessions.
That's very true. Like I had stated, well, I be seeing a lot of people saying that they actually got their training and then, felt like they just were thrown to wolves or didn't know what to do there. So what I'm working on now, I'm working on the ebook as well. And then what I'm working on now is for anybody who got trained and feel like they just still are lost. I am offering like a mentorship. I'm still working on it, but it's a mentorship that is called Aftermath. So if you got trained and just feel like, okay, I don't know how to make a digital consent form, I don't know how to make my flyers, I don't know how to brand right, I don't know how to market correctly, I don't know what to do when I take my first client, like all the stuff got thrown out the window, or they taught me one way, but I want to learn this way. I'm gonna start, offering those sessions. I had already started have one student working that I was working with, and she actually had a client that she was like offering a free session to, and they had inflamed gums, like so inflamed that when she put the barrier on, she cured it or whatever, and then the barrier came off. And then her gum were covering her teeth. So I advised her when she sent me the picture, I told her that she should have pointed her to get a cleaning or a deep cleaning or floss to get the inflammation down first, because it's really not much tooth structure to work with or to whiten, because the gums are covering the teeth. And actually that client was like, oh well, she felt like it was her the whitening specialist's fault because her gums were inflamed. And I was telling her that's why we always take before and after pictures, because you can show her this is how you came in to get the whitening, and before I even touched you, I just put the barrier on, your gums were already this swollen.
So me personally, in those situations, and just like a FYI for anybody else, before and after pictures do help, but me personally, I would have to decline the service, just because the gums are gonna get more irritated. So that would be a client that you would let's refer to the dentist, or they need like better home care.
Right. That's why. So she should have spoken to her and told her, like, you need more hygiene care, or to go to a hygienist to get clean, or make sure you're flossing. We always want to educate them on what to do. And if you can't educate them, point them to someone who can educate them.
Or at least let them know, so that at the end they're not surprised or shocked about anything, because you already kind of went through that before. So me personally, when I'm doing a whitening client, I'm kind of talking to them before I even do something, just so they already know what's happening. And I'm also, each step that's going on, so whether it's them putting in the retractor or them applying the whitening gel, I'm kind of going through it as we're doing it. That way I'm making sure that I cover any questions that they may have.
Right. Do you need a barrier if you're using 16% HP? I've seen a lot of people saying that they just use the vitamin E. Me personally, I use the barrier for anything. I don't care if it's 2%. I'm going to use the barrier. That's just me personally. Some people feel like it's not necessary because the strength is not high or whatever, and they just use the vitamin E oil. But me, I do use a barrier for any percentage that I'm using.
And also some of the gels don't contain peroxide. So y'all have to be careful when y'all are purchasing bleach from people, because sometimes they don't contain peroxide, so they're not as strong. So you may not see results, but those kind of gels may not require a barrier because there isn't any peroxide in them. So it's really important to know the ingredients of anything that you're using, just because of where we're using it at in the mouth.
Right. So how do y'all do you mind sharing the barrier brand? I get my barrier, my gum barrier off of Amazon. I know people are like, Amazon, whatever. Either Amazon or Alibaba for me. And I know people are saying, Alibaba take too long. Well, for me, I don't have any problems with shipping, and I do order mine accordingly. So if I see that I'm running out, by the time I get my shipping from Alibaba, it's a big batch. So I know I'm not going to be running out no time soon. But if I do see that I'm about to run out, I order accordingly, or I go to Amazon, use my Prime business account, because I have a vendor on there that I know for sure that I always get good stuff from, and I will leave that vendor name somewhere on this video when I post it on my YouTube, because this video is recorded and it will get posted to my YouTube, but I'll put it on there or send a link to anybody who wants it, because that's the person I only use off of Amazon. But a lot of people down talk Amazon because they're saying like, oh, certain people, but that's just like anybody else. Amazon is full of vendors. Like, there's separate people who sell separate things. So you just have to know and do your research on who you're buying from off of Amazon.
So same for me. I do get barriers off Amazon because honestly either Amazon or eBay, but honestly the barrier, the only thing different is the price, to be honest. So if I can pay less for the barrier and more for my whitening gel, then that's what I'm gonna do, because the whitening gel is what's gonna get me results. I did post that link in the chat for that pre-whitening paste, but also Beyond has a whitening solution, and you might have seen it in the teeth whitening group, but that's a website that y'all can get off, and that's actually one of the websites that is on my vendor list, so y'all just got it for free. But you can get whitening solutions on there. Of course, they're going to be a little bit more expensive, but that's just because they're better grade. But you can also get like your disinfectants from there, your retractors, just different stuff, because it is a direct dental website. So y'all take advantage of that.
Right. We had a question. It said, you're welcome, Dominique. Can you do whitening and gems at the same time? I don't do gems. I do know how to do them, but I don't offer them. I know you do them, right, Danielle?
Yeah, so me personally, if I'm going to do whitening with gems, I am going to do my gems first, just because after a whitening, if you've ever had your teeth whitening personally, your teeth are super slick. So the gems have a lot less better retention if you do them after. And I've just learned that from experience. So I do my gems first and then I do my teeth whitening. I know some people say like under the gem, it won't be whitened. But to be honest, it don't be too big of a deal. Your client can always come back and get their teeth whitening after they take their gem off. But to be honest, most of the time, if people have gems, they want their gems to stay on. But I do my gems first and then my whitening after. But that's a good add-on if you do tooth gems and teeth whitening, because now you can offer a package for them to get both.
True, very true. Anybody who just joined, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. If you want to speak, please let me know in the chat, or just take yourself off of mute if you have anything to add on to what we're saying. That's why I do this, for the diversity of the answers, because there's multiple ways to skin a cat. So I know people out here doing things totally different from each other, and if that works for you, that works for you. That's why we're here, to share all this information with each other. Now, who's been having trouble or anything with like marketing or like branding their business? Because we do know that getting the results in whitening is a part of the business, but also getting yourself out there for those slow days or for just promoting anybody or anything to anybody. Do y'all just use those social media? Do y'all branch out? Do y'all do the footwork? What is it that y'all do to help grow your business or gain clientele?
So for me personally, I use social media. I try to do campaigns. I do footwork marketing, so flyers. So my target audience are like entrepreneurs like us, or people who like model, stuff like that. So I'm always in those places. So I try to have flyers with me, as well as I got a social media sticker on my car. I got it off Etsy. So basically it just has my ad names, and I get a lot of traffic from that just because you always drive in your car, but it's not like a big huge sign that you put on your car. It's just my ad name, which is at Glow Baby Smiles. And then people can just easily follow you while y'all in traffic or driving down the street. And it's just a good way to do some brand marketing as well.
I'm sorry, I'm at my place right now where I'm doing my whitening, but I was just wondering if you guys do private labeling. I'm trying to add that to my list of things I want to do, add to my, business. Just wondering what your thoughts are about that, and if you guys have any like vendors or anything, just because I've been having trouble trying to find a trusted labeling place.
So what are you trying to private label, if you don't mind me asking?
Just, sorry, some at-home whitening kits. Just something,
So what
just
I did was I used Vistaprint. And what you want to do is, that's just one of the vendors when I did my at-home teeth whitening kits, but you want to get a transparent background. So that way it looks like it's just your writing on there. And that's one that I tried. And I know, let's see. And I know some of the teeth whitening companies will also private label brand it for you. Let me look and see, and then I'm gonna put it in the chat for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Danielle. And then what I do is, for one, I do my own. And I do have a class where I teach you how to do your own, but also Quill is a business company. Hi, whoever just joined. So Quill is I can't think, a business credit company as well. Like they do net 30 and all that other stuff. That's who I use. I do know that they have a section on there where they have like women, it's called women's business. And then they have like marketing promotion. So they'll make the labels for you, like water bottles, decals for the cars, office signs, and all that. So if you want to do that, and then Avery is also like Vistaprint, but you can go on there and you can build the image yourself and then print them off, and it's going to give you the correct sizing of whatever you're looking for. So you go on there, type your template, and then put the U print, because they have a we print or a U print. The we print is they're going to charge you for it, and they're very affordable. So if you want to do for them to print it off and ship it to your home, that's perfectly fine. But there is multiple ways that you can brand it, because I know some companies with teeth whitening are charging an arm and a leg just to print off your logos on certain things. So if you're on a budget and want to do it that way, Avery, Vistaprint, Ziesel, I believe, they do promotional things as well, where they can put your logos and whatever you want on different things, like thank you bags. Say like if you give off goodie bags when you're done, they do thank you bags. Whatever you can put on there, they do that for you as well.
Okay, perfect. What do you guys think about private labeling your own, like, the tubes for the bleaching? Just because I was thinking of getting into that as well.
I think that's a good idea. Me personally, I don't have a desire for that. But I think that's a good idea. And then maybe you could like wholesale to other people if you got a good product.
I'm sorry, Dominique, I missed the question. What was the question?
Just like private labeling the actual tubes that you use for the bleaching, just because I don't know, I was thinking of adding something like that, but I just don't want to add my name to a bleach that I don't like know too much about. Just doing my research, but just kind of.
Right. So you test, I mean, you can purchase them, because I see a lot of people, the people that are selling these gels, are they saying that that's their gel? They are literally getting it from somebody and just putting their name on it. And once they see that they get good results, they're selling them. So what you can do is you can get like a sample from whomever you want to try, or the vendor you want to try, and you whiten your teeth or you whiten someone around you's teeth and see what the results they give you. Yes, of course, we know results may vary. So if you sell it to somebody, they might not get those same results. So you need to stress the importance of having multiple sessions if need be and stuff like that. But yeah, I would say go for it. Definitely if that's something that you want to do, because I've had a girl who does teeth whitening. She's mostly a waxer and stuff like that, but she added teeth whitening to her business, and she was in my area and she ran out of gel, and she asked me, did I have gel? And yeah, I gave her some. I just sold it to her. And I got it from my vendor. But so you never know who's in your area that needs teeth whitening gel, or their supplier is backed up and can't get their order out. So I definitely say go for it. People are doing it all over that page, selling gels. If you know you got a gel that you get excellent results from, put it out there.
So there's a question in the chat from Brittany. Where are y'all getting the empty at-home teeth whitening kit boxes from? What boxes are you talking about?
Maybe to put her labels and stuff on it.
So like the actual box?
Yeah, I think that is a packaging company.
Yeah.
I have to find the exact name.
There's one on Alibaba.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So I have to find the exact name for you. What's your Brittany Anderson? Okay, I'll find you, Miss Brittany, and then I will either inbox it to you. If anybody else wants to know, I'll leave it on that my monthly Zoom meeting page for you to see it and stuff like that. Because there is a packaging company that will do packaging for you, or send you the empty boxes. I personally get the boxes from the supplier, and then either sometimes they have a sticker, I'll peel their sticker off and put my sticker on, or I would just overlap. Like I would go to Walmart and get I can't think, it's sticker paper, and I would get the plain white one. And I literally would print my thing out and paste my thing over theirs, if anything. That's just personally what I do, because when they get the teeth whitening kit, they're not really going to care about the box. They're going to keep it stored in the box, but I doubt that they're really going to be speculating and, going over every detail on the box. They're going to be concerned about what results they get from the whitening gel.
Yes, I also, sorry to cut you off, but I also put another vendor that does like custom branding teeth whitening kits, teeth whitening pens, teeth whitening gel in the comments. But who had a question? Sorry.
Oh, I have a question about, I don't know, I think I heard something about like if you have an Amazon business card, an Amazon business account, like you could get like a discount or something like that. Do you guys know anything about that?
So that is true, but you just have to get approved for an Amazon business account, and it's really good, especially if you kind of do your ordering from Amazon like monthly, because the more you buy, is where the discount comes in.
And also, I have one myself, and I have a Prime account with them, and I just feel like the pricing, it's not drastically cheaper, but it does give you a discount on certain things. And then you can also get the availability to have it shipped to you within 2 days or overnight with that business account. But like she said, you will have to get approved for it. It doesn't take any time. They just want you to have like a letter with your, like a letterhead with your signature or stamp from your company. And then they literally tell you what to write in the letterhead. And then have it notarized, so to speak, by your company, which you're the owner of your company. So you would just put your stamp, your signature, your seal, or whatever you have, and then send it back to them via email. I literally wrote my letterhead on like Pixar, and then made a seal for my company and embedded it on the letterhead and sent it over to them, and I got approved. It is really good. Like she said, if you're going to keep or know that you're buying off of it, I just feel like it's better shipping more than anything though.
Do I have to like pay a fee for it in the beginning, or like continuously?
There's no fee for the regular business account, but if you want to do Business Prime, there is a fee. I think it's like, how much is it? I don't know. I don't do Business Prime. I just do the regular business. So that's why I say we're going to do monthly.
Yeah, Business Prime is like $13, I want to say. Yeah, that's what they be charging me. I'm not sure if anybody else have any different add-ons. And I know you can get a business card, but they do want you to pay for something up front to get that business card. I just feel like the Amazon business card is not worth it. The business credit card is not worth it, honestly. It's just not. I would just use the business account to, I do that for organization as well. So when tax time comes and I need all my receipts, all you have to do is go to Amazon, go to your orders, and then boom, all your receipts. It's right there. Everything you bought is right there. So that's just typically what I use it for.
Me personally, I just want to add to that. If you can get a credit card anywhere, I feel like take advantage of it, especially if you're gonna be responsible. Because basically what it is doing is building trade lines for your business. So say you trying to get into a different part of the business. Like say one day you want to open up your own business. You basically got a track history. So anything that is business credit related. So like she mentioned Quill. Quill is a trade line for your business. Uline is a trade line for your business. So when you are wanting or needing business credit, those small things are building your business trade line for your business.
I definitely agree. I use Quill and I use Uline. I do not use Amazon though. Do you remineralize? If so, where do you purchase them? So the remineralization gel is what you mean? Yes, I do. Go ahead, Dan.
Yes, so I do remineralization. I do use the remineralization gel. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from just any different kind of vendors. That you don't really have to be specific on, because to be honest, they're all the same. It's not like there's different percentages or better ones. One may cost more than the other, but to be honest, they are the same.
So I go to Amazon. I use Pure Imaging. I haven't used Alibaba. I use Red Carpet Smiles. Any company that I get my gels from per se, I will get my remineralization gel from them too, just because it's there. Now, if I'm running out and I'm just like, I don't need any more whitening gel, but I need more remineralization gel, yeah, I'll go to my vendor on Amazon that I use and just get some, because typically I'm going to need it within a certain amount of time. So I'll go to my business account because I know I can get it within 2 days. So that's just typically what I do. But yes, and then I will definitely offer it, especially if they come in and be like, let's say you offer 30, 60, 90, or 30, 30, 40, 60, whatever you offer as your sessions. And they tell you, well, I only booked at 30 because my teeth are super, super sensitive. You can let them know, like, okay, we can start out. Well, I do have a remineralization gel that I use that helps bring the hydration back into the teeth so that it is not, as sensitive. Or you will have minimal sensitivity. You can brand it like that. And then you could say, well, after the 30 minutes, we can see how you feel. And if you want to add on another 30, then we can do that. And you can just, pay me cash or whatever you want to do, upsell it. So that way, because I know a lot of people have been getting that, like they're saying their teeth are too sensitive to do a 60 or a 90, which is very true. But also have like Sensodyne in your office or sensitive mouthwash that they can use that help with sensitivity, stuff like that. That's how you get to upsell your products to people, because they are going to come in there asking like, oh, well, my gums are really bad. Hey, I got some floss right here. You know what I'm saying? Just floss and let me know how you feel after you floss, or here's a mouth rinse, or you get what I'm saying? Like there's some whitening toothpaste here for you to keep up with your maintenance, not only just giving them an aftercare instruction card. Upsell your business, because if not, the products will just sit there because they don't know about them and they don't know what they are or what they're used for or how they can help. You're welcome. Anything else? Any more questions? No, I don't see any more questions. Oh, how much do you charge to do the remineralization gel? I mean, that's with my sessions. So if they tell you that they have sensitive teeth before your session start, then I just incorporate it. I don't upcharge them for the remineralization gel. Well, that's just for me. I don't know about Danielle.
So I just typically include it as well, just because the price of the whitening already, that's kind of how I come up with my prices based off the products used. And that's a good way to track your profit and your actual revenue. But if you do want to upsell it, I say maybe like no more than $10, just because it's not really doing much. It's like 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, that is true. I did have a client ask me like, where can they buy the stuff from? Like, that's why I say make sure you have that stuff handy, because they do act like, oh, well, can I purchase some of that? Or, oh, where can I buy that from? Instead of, yeah, you can always send them to Dollar Tree or Family Dollar or whatever, but why do that when you're your own business? Like, that means you're giving your money away or giving your business away if you have it there. Just definitely make sure you have it. If you have it, you upsell it. That's all I'm saying, because people do ask, or even if they don't ask, they don't know. So educate them on ways that, instead of just giving them the aftercare instruction cards, of course that is very important that we do that, but also make sure you're talking to them and telling them how they can also maintain their whitening with toothpaste or the mouthwash or flossing of the gums and all that other good stuff.
I use 35% whitening gel, hydrogen peroxide, just because hydrogen peroxide works faster. If I have a client that has sensitive teeth, I won't do a full session on them. I would just cut the session in half. But me personally, I just like to use the strongest percentage, just because I know it's going to get the best result.
That is the same for me as well. I did, like I told you, I was doing working on my mentorship, and I have one of the girls that I'm mentoring right now. She did get trained from a different company, but then she just felt like, she was thrown to the wolves and she didn't know. So she reached out to me on Facebook and started asking me questions, and then from there I just began to help her. And she is really the one that made me want to help everybody else that does feel like they're stuck. And she used 17% HP and she got great results. I'm gonna post it on my I actually have a picture. I wish we could show pictures in here, but I'm gonna post it on the page for y'all to see her results, and I'll tag her business name and all of that on there. But I helped her with, I'm helping her create her website. I'm helping her do her consent forms, digital consent forms. I'm helping her brand her business, and she's gotten so much buzz, like so many people in her inbox sign up for her email list and all that great stuff as well. I want to share my IG with everyone as well. That's fine, Tay. You can put your IG into everybody can drop all their social media links or whatever in the chat. And you can send them to me as well, and I will post them on my page so that everybody can know where to find you guys. If you're selling anything, we do know we're all teeth whitening, and put where you're from so that we can know and see where the diversity is coming from in here. So if somebody is in your state looking for a teeth whitening, they'll know where to go. Instagram, Denver, Colorado. Okay.
Oh, I love Denver. I just got back from Denver in November.
You ate them?
It's so beautiful. I gotta go back.
You ate them?
I wish I could meet more people in Orlando, Florida. It seems like it's really nobody out there. It's expensive though.
It was not expensive. That was like the cheapest vacation I've been on. I just got back from Cabo yesterday. That was expensive. Oh, Los Angeles. I'm going to Los Angeles this weekend.
LA, yes, I guess it. Danielle, you just traveling, baby. You better go.
Girl, I'm just in my traveling days.
Right.
And that's the good thing about this. I never have to say like, hey, I gotta ask my boss, can I take off? Like, or just get up and go.
That's very true. I still see for me, I still work a 9 to 5 and do my teeth whitening, and I'm getting ready to go back to school, and I'm just doing so much. Um, because I mean, I got little kids. Like my baby is 8 months, so I do
Oh
travel.
yeah.
I try not to travel because COVID and all this stuff. So I don't really bring nothing back to her. And while she's so young and I'm working from home, I might as well go ahead and get my
Yeah.
school, all that out the way. So yeah, that's
My
kind
youngest son is 5, so I'm just like, I didn't really start traveling until 2 years ago, and I haven't stopped since. So, and I'm 28, so I gotta go out and see the world. But you got a little baby, so you got a little more time, girl. I
of
wanted to add to the whole percentage thing. So just like you, I came from a dental office. So in dental offices, we don't have different versions of bleach unless it's like in an at-home kit. So our chair side bleach is gonna be one bleach. So that's why me personally, I just stick to what I know. So that's why I don't carry like 22% bleach or 17% bleach, because just the way that I was brought up into this business, it didn't work like that. We use what worked best.
very true. Some people are being taught that, and they're because they're not like us coming. Some people are not coming from dental backgrounds, so only with their, but depending on your certification or what you have your license in or whatever, it is going to be depending on what gel you can use. So when they're being taught the hands-on training, like for the client to whiten themselves, because you have to look up to see what is legal in your state. You have to look it
Mhm.
up or what is legal for you to use in your state. So don't just go by what we're telling you because we're in different states. You do have to do your own research about what is the highest percent you can use and if you can touch them or not. Um, so that's one thing that I would start off with recommending, and then see where you can be with the gels. Now I know a lot of companies are offering whitening pens so that the clients can do themselves, and they do have different percentage. That's why I recommend you do your research, and then therefore you can know who you want to be your vendor. Is 35% the highest slash fastest? No. 44% is the highest slash fastest. But like I
But
said, I have to look and
44% doesn't come in hydrogen peroxide, only carbon peroxide. So
no,
it's
they got it at red carpet now. They got 40.
good.
They got 40 and 44 HP percent. It's only 3 ml. I guess they're trying it out.
Oh yeah, so maybe they're trying it out.
I think they're trying
But
it out.
see, that's what I mean about try different stuff because I didn't even know that.
Yep.
So new stuff is coming out. So don't feel stuck to one thing. But like I said, if you got something that works for you, yeah, but you gotta know that in this industry, stuff just keeps getting better and better. And yeah,
Yeah.
in Georgia, y'all can't do whatever. Y'all down there doing veneers, braces,
hmm
implants.
That's crazy. But yeah, I also have a vendor on Amazon who I very first started out with before I even started using Pure Image or Red Carpet Smiles. Before I started using any of them, I was using this vendor, Global Whitening on Amazon, and they have 44 CP. And I used that a couple times and I got great results from it. Not even gonna lie. CP, that breaks it down slower, so it'll need more time or whatever. But when I did my 60-minute session with the CP, and then you do have to
Use a barrier
right.
because so the higher gels are gonna be they're gonna produce you better results, but they're so strong that sometimes they will literally bleach your hands. So yes, it may cause some sensitivity if your barrier is not on correctly, or if your client already has sensitive teeth. But for the most part, my clients do well with the 35%.
Right.
But
And
it's really strong, so be careful,
yeah, that was gonna
especially the ones that I use.
mm-hmm.
And I put the link in the chat. It's gonna be the Beyond Blast link. So that's going to give you the pre-paste. But if you kind of just like navigate through the website, you'll see like the actual Beyond Max whitening kits. So that's what I use. But I'm telling y'all, it's really, really strong. So if you're not really feeling comfortable or you kind of nervous, don't try those. So if you want a machine, I think you gotta reach out to Glitz or either reach out to them directly. But I know that they aren't available for purchase on the website. But to be honest, the gels work just as good with the regular machines. So you don't gotta go pay $1,200 to $2,000 for a new machine. Just go buy the gels, girl. Now you got the vendor. Oh, New York. I was supposed to go to New York for my birthday last year. And I didn't get to go because y'all got all those restrictions.
Yes, yes, we love that you do all of those good things. I know a lot of people were saying like when you do teeth whitening, try to stick to expanding your business for teeth whitening. So like selling different gems or selling toothpaste or all that other stuff. But me, I do multiple things. I do my branding and marketing classes. I'm getting ready to start a mentorship where I help people, like I was saying. And I have opened up a nail polish business for my daughters. Like I do multiple things. I do custom t-shirts. I do multiple things for my business. Like I don't have my eggs just in the teeth whitening business, honestly, because I feel like it's a lot of people out here that is doing illegal stuff in their state that they're gonna try to make it so much harder for people. So that's why I say make sure you do your research and make sure that y'all following the rules and doing what's right, because then this gonna become harder. Like I see people whitening people's teeth with plaque and calculus and all that debris and buildup. Like please do not do that. That's for me. Please send them to a dental hygienist to get cleaned and all that. Like you're not doing them any justice when you're whitening on top of all of that dirt, pretty much, or all that debris. Like it's not doing them any justice. Please make sure we're following oral health regulations and stuff like that.
So I just wanted to add on to that. I love that you're doing all this digital work. When y'all are wanting to add stuff to your business, don't it's good to have a lot of services, but keep in mind you have to be there to do the service. And to be honest, for me, the goal is to make more money in less time. So I don't want to add to my business other services where I'm gonna be there all day. So if you want to add to your business, like she said, do some stuff that doesn't require you to be there. So for example, when you're doing a teeth whitening for 60 minutes, you gotta be there for 60 minutes. Um, so if you want to do 8 clients a day, that means you got to be there for 8 hours. But if you have products to sell, you can make up those other hours so you can work 4 hours. So me personally, I don't work full days. I might work 2-3 days out the week. Because my goal was to be, I needed my time back. So get into more products, more digital stuff. But I love to see y'all out here hustling. But remember, the more services that you invest into, you have to be there.
That's very true. And then you also have to understand that if it's just you, you're gonna have a lot of time taken up. Especially like if you're trying to do digital stuff and then you get so many clients that want a digital consent form. If you don't have a digital consent form that somebody could just buy and download, so like on SD, they have a consent form where you could just download it. It's not them making it every time somebody order. But if you don't, then you literally have to make it every time somebody orders. So I would say create a template for your digital consent forms if you want to start selling it, and post it on like a Etsy or on Facebook or wherever you do your marketing, and then let them be able to download it and type whatever else they would like on.
Yes, and that's so true. So when creating digital products, create a product that you just have to create one time that you can sell over and over. So I saw somebody say they do lashes. So if you're really good at doing lashes or you're really good at doing body contouring, make you a video that is like a intro to body contouring or intro to classic lashes and sell that over and over. But make sure that you're an expert before you do this, because if you're not, it's really just to try to if you're not an expert, it's not going to really sell because people are going to leave you bad reviews or say don't go there. But that's a good way to maximize your income.
That is them. And the only reason why I'm doing all this marketing and digital stuff is because I've recently took my class and got my certification in email marketing. So I'm
So
an
I
email
love that you're doing that because people need that.
Yeah.
But again, that's not something that is taking you away from your babies. That's something
Right.
that you can do at home at your own
Mhm.
pace. So that's a great thing to do.
Yes, definitely. That's why I wanted to. That's why I got into it because I wanted something that I didn't have to go back and forth to an office for. Like I have
And
my
then not even that, it don't cost you nothing.
Right.
Like, I mean, it may cost you a little time, but it's not like you're having to go out and physically purchase something and resell it. So I think that's awesome.
Right. And I see what everybody's doing now is those clickable links. Like they're actually doing it on Linktree, but I teach you a way to do it off of the software that I use. So it's the literally how they do it on Linktree, the same thing, and then you post it in your Instagram bio, and you could that's what they be saying, like link in the bio or whatever the case may be. It's just the easier way if you don't have a website to get people to be able to go to links faster. Instead of trying to be like, oh, okay, I have this here, I'm going to send this, I have this here. All you have to do is they want to come, oh, where can I book an appointment? They're asking you this on Instagram or Facebook. You can say, hey, I do have a link in the bio where you can click on and it'll take you, to my consent form, or it'll take you to my booking form, and all this other great stuff. So with that being said, I just wanted to say, make it easy, make it mobile friendly, make it to where they're not having to read through so much or go through so much just to book an appointment, because that will draw them away. So if they want to book an appointment, and make sure everything is there for them to read, is clear and precise. So don't be trying to have all these big words or stuff that that they're probably not going to understand or have to reach out to you to get clarification on. That's why that clickable link is good too. You just have it in your Instagram bio. They click on it. It says book an appointment here. They click on that. They put their information that you have on your booking form or whatever. Like for me, my digital consent form consists of the first name, last name, email, phone number. They can make a payment on my form. They can fill out their consent form on my form. They can literally do all three in one. So when they come to the appointment, all they have to do is come to the appointment. I do go back over it with them, ask them, do they have any questions about it? But they're not trying to fill out anything or anything like that. That's just what I've noticed have been working for me. Some people do go let them have their their consent forms filled out in the office with them so they can go over it with them. But I just feel like it takes up some time through the appointment. And if you're really busy or backed up or have clients back to back, you're gonna want all your time. So that's just one thing I've noticed. Anything else anybody wants to add? The meeting will end at like 3:30. We can end it early if nobody else have any questions. It's totally up to y'all. Um, I'm trying to think about any other questions that I've seen. I took a class. I took a class and the instructor had the LED light mailed home, but I don't have a mobile stand. Do you know where I can purchase the pole stand without the light?
So to be honest, those lights are trash. Just because they don't come with the stand, so you literally have to buy a new light. I actually started off with those just because they were cheaper. Is it the one that like connects to a table? If so, I know for sure that you can't like get a pole for it. So I was just responding back to you. It says I took a class and the instructor had the LED light mail home, but I don't have a mobile stand.
They want you to repeat what you asked. Like, is it the one that connects to a table? Is the question.
Oh, yeah. Is it the one that connects to a table? Like kind of like a mannequin head. And that's why y'all got to be careful when y'all doing classes like that, because a lot of these instructors are trying to give y'all the cheapest product and take the rest of y'all money to pocket. Yeah. So to be honest, I think you just got to get a whole new light. I don't
And
think there's a
yeah, they
yeah.
do have some lights. I bought my light from Amazon. I'm not even gonna lie. And the girl that I'm mentoring, she just bought her light from Amazon,
I
and
got my light from Amazon.
yeah,
One thing about Amazon, like you mentioned, there are different vendors on there. So don't let people stray y'all away from Amazon. But also y'all can do eBay too, because eBay got vendors. So eBay has the teeth whitening lights on there as well. And it's probably about $150.
and that's
No more
good.
than 200 for sure.
That's a good price.
But
I
be
mean,
careful when y'all buying lights too, because
mhm,
I bought one and I was like, oh, okay, it's touchscreen, it's real fancy. It's just
mhm.
been sitting in my back room, y'all, because it's not kind of like how the one that we have that we can adjust the head. It's adjusted by I don't know. It's just really not accessible, and I paid almost $500 for that light, and it just sits in my house. So just get you a regular light.
No, for real. I did my training, and I did my training in products with Beaming Whitening LLC.
So
I've
I
heard
do
of.
like them.
hmm I've seen some people say that their gel is really good. I haven't tried it personally. Do you see that you get good results from them or their gel? Let us know. That could be another vendor we add on in these meetings, because a lot of people do want to know about different vendors. I definitely am gonna try the dazzling. I don't know her name, but it's dazzling bright smiles or something like that on Instagram, Facebook. What are the laws?
Have you tried Da Vinci?
No, you gotta send me them. I haven't.
So I actually love Da Vinci, and they are. I know somebody said this all teeth whitening gels have to require a barrier. That's one that does not require a barrier. But it's a little bit more expensive to get started. I think it's like $500. But you get all the gels, consent forms, remineralization gels, and that's a good one for people who aren't able to apply the gel. The client will actually do everything themselves with that one. I'll put it in the chat.
So for the person who asked, you would have to literally talk to your dental board, and go over the laws, for your state, or just Google it in your state, because we don't know for everybody. I definitely would say call your dental board and ask what is the regulations that you can do, or if you have to be self-administered or etc. You can literally Google it. You can literally say, is teeth whitening allowed in whatever state you're in? I think you put Tennessee. Um, and they will give you an answer, or they will give you like the dental board regulation. So yeah, make sure you definitely do that before you take a class, before you start whitening, before you do any of that good stuff, because you don't want to get yourself in trouble or anything like that.
So for Tennessee, I thought I messaged you back, but to my knowledge, for Tennessee, it has to be self-administered unless you are a dental professional.
That's your school code. I hope you don't mess it up. Wait a minute, go right here. Daughter.
Yeah, so like for my I be still trying to figure out stuff that I can do with my dental background and all that other stuff. But like I said, I'm just probably gonna go back to school. I wanted to do dental hygienist, go back to school for that, but it's so competitive and takes so much time, and it will literally take me away from my baby. So I'm not on that. So I'm gonna just do online classes for my bachelor's in healthcare management. I'm gonna start there and see where that takes me. I do love to teach, so like I love going over stuff and helping people, not just find vendors, just to help, just whatever you need help with, branching out, marketing, branding. I love teaching and helping and talking, finding out what the struggles are, finding out how ways, to make the struggles better, because you are going to have some struggling days. You are going to have some days where you're just in your mind like, OMG, I just want to quit, or OMG, I'm not going to do this anymore. Even a client, you're going to have a client that makes you feel like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Please do not let anybody throw you off of your game, throw your confidence off, because they will come in there literally trying to tell you what you're supposed to do, what you should be doing, and all of that, when you're the one with the certificate, you're the one who took the class. So you have to make sure you know what you're doing, because if you don't, like if they ask you a question and you can't find the answer, or you don't know what they're talking about, they're going to look at you like, what? But you also can say like, I only have a license to answer certain questions, and to my knowledge, that question is not a part of what I am licensed to answer. That would be more for a dental or a dental hygienist to answer. You can deter them that way, to get them to know, like, especially when they be like, well, what can I take for my pain? Like, I wouldn't hard down prescribe them or tell them to go get a hydrocodone or something. Like, you're not supposed to do that, especially if you don't have a dental background. So I always would say, like, if you're having pain, please go see a dentist, or please make an emergency appointment at a dental office. Now, if it's sensitivity, that's different. You can tell them Sensodyne, or they have sensitivity mouthwash. They're not actually getting a prescription. But for pain, that's coming from something else, with tooth related or gum related. So they would have to see a dental professional about that. But just a little words of encouragement, where you're going to have slow days, slow weeks, slow months. You just always have to make sure you're on your grind. Make sure you're constantly posting. Like, I know Danielle, she has a day where she do content days. I have a day where I do content days. And then I have multiple planning apps that if I make a post, I just have them post it for me on whatever day. I'm not too much worried about it. I just make the content and schedule it out to be posted. That's another way you can take some stress off of you. So do we have any more questions? Like I said, I know a lot of people is writing me and stuff. I put the link out if they were busy or couldn't make it, but this will be recorded and I will post it on my Instagram. Okay, Danielle, I got the link. I will post it on text it to my phone, because I know once we end this chat, I'm not going to be able to see it anymore. And everybody else who wants that link, she did post it in the chat. So make sure you get all of the links and stuff out of the chat, because I'm not sure when I post a recording if it's going to show all of the links. So Danielle,
I'm
text me.
sorry. Okay,
Go
I'm
ahead.
texting it to you right now. The last link that I sent was the Vinci teeth whitening system. So that's gonna be for anyone who can't physically apply the gel. And they get great results too. They've been around for a long, long, long time.
So it's for self-administered, right?
Yeah. But like I said, it's different. You're not gonna be able to just go in and purchase the products like you can of other of the other vendors, but they do offer like say for instance you already have the training, they will offer you like a package where you can buy the stuff, but they have like on the go pens, they have maintenance kits, they have desensitizing treatments, remineralization gel, but it's just a great option for those who aren't able to maybe use some of the vendors that were on the some of the vendors of the links that I posted, like the 35% gel, because if you are self-administered, you won't be able to use those gels. So I just wanted to give y'all another option. And they are called Da Vinci Teeth Whitening. I posted the website and y'all can also go take a look at their Instagram page. But if you are able to apply the gel, then it really don't apply to you unless you just want to try it.
Yes, I would say everybody just go take a look at it, because even if you can apply the gel and you want to upsell that pen for maintenance, you can do that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody should definitely go take a look at it and see what results they get, if they like it, yada yada. Just don't think that just applying the gel or letting them apply the whitening will be the only thing you can do. So a lot of people get discouraged about having them whiten themselves because they're like, well, we feel like that can be considered, them doing it at home themselves, or we feel like people are gonna come in and say, well, I thought you were gonna be putting on my teeth, like I can do this at home. But sometimes a lot of people don't think like that. And if you make it clear and precise that this is a you do it yourself type of or self-administered business, then they're already gonna
Exactly.
fit.
So that's a good thing. Whether you do it or they do it, be clear before they get there. Or if you're not clear before they get there, get clear before you begin the service. That way, at the end, they already know what to expect. They already know how it's gonna go, and you don't really have to deal with that back and forth at the end. Especially if you have clients after clients after clients, it just frees up time because you basically answered all their questions while y'all were going through it.
Very true. And there's people out here with very successful self-administered teeth whitening business. And I do believe one of their main reasons is because they let them know that it's going to be self-administered, and they tell them like, oh, you know, we can use some of the products that if you go get a teeth whitening kit, you don't know what percentage of gel you're gonna get. I haven't seen the teeth whitening kit that you can buy from like Dollar Tree or something like that with the gel or the percentage in it.
Yeah, me either. And that's why when maybe you or any of your clients try over the counter teeth whitening, they're a little skeptical because they have used products that don't, like I said, have hydrogen peroxide in them. So that's where the education part comes in.
Yeah, you can let them know like I actually tell you, or I can offer you a higher percent, because they don't know what the percent that they're getting from the teeth whitening at home treatment from Dollar Tree or Walmart or whatever. You can let them know, instead of going there, I can give you a percentage that'll give you instant results, because some people get the teeth whitening kits and have to use them for 7 days before they can even see results. But it's your self-administered business, you can let them know with my gel you'll see instant results. You know what I'm saying? And then your teeth will continue to whiten themselves and all that other stuff. It's definitely about verbiage and how you word all of your information.
Do anybody got any questions about tooth gems since we're here? I think we got like 16 more minutes left.
You could just put out the information because I know a lot of people wasn't able to make it because this is the rescheduled version of the meeting, but they'll still see it on YouTube. So you could just go ahead and, you know, if you have any vendors or any information you want to put out there.
So I did go ahead and put a few vendors in the chat. So if y'all want to go back there and get the vendors from there, there are some vendors in there as far as tooth gems. But the tooth gem placement is a great add-on to any teeth whitening business. I know you said that you are able to do tooth gems, but you don't. But tooth gems can range anywhere from $60 to $80 and take less than 20 minutes to do. So that's why I say it's a good add-on to a teeth whitening business, especially if they already getting their teeth whitening, and then you can kind of build packages around that. Inside that vendor list, I also have like the gold gem vendors. When y'all are getting gold, be very careful because I recently just ran into someone on that group. I don't want to bash them or say anything bad about their business, but I won't order gold charms from them just because the quality is not good. I actually tried them on a client and they tarnished in like one day. But since it was real gold, she was able to use a microfiber rag to kind of get it back. But we're going to be replacing that. So when buying gold, be sure to not use anything less than 18K. I know anything cheaper sounds like a good deal, but for quality and integrity of your business, it's not going to be worth it. Luckily, before I had that client, I kind of let her know. I was like, hey, I'm not really sure about this because it didn't look like the other gems that I'm used to purchasing. So she already kind of knew what the specs, so I went ahead and let her know. So when they did tarnish, it wasn't like she didn't know that there was a chance. But be very careful not to use anything less than 18K. But on that vendor list, it's 18K, 22K. Also, if you want to get into tooth gems and you in this group, I will offer you kind of like my basic tooth gem course at a cheaper price. It's normally like $450, but I can do it for $115 for anybody in the group. So if you're interested in that, just send me a message.
Thank you for that, Danielle. And I will message the other people. Some people left, so I will message them and, you know, let them know your offer too, since they were in this class. It was only like 7. But if that's okay with you, I will let them know. It was
Yes,
like
that
3.
is fine. Just tell them to mention that they were in the class.
Right. Okay, we'll definitely do that. So I don't think anybody else have any other questions. I do thank you so much for everybody else who was able to join. Danielle, you know, it's always a pleasure to have you come back and help me and speak with me. So I will definitely
Thanks for having me.
no problem. I do these every month. I will try to get some of the speakers, but like I said, I don't really want to go through the hassle because some people say they can speak and then they don't. They at the last minute they can't show up anymore, and it's just a time consuming for me to try to reach back out and find other people that's last minute. I don't want to do that. I don't want to stress myself out too much. I just want everybody to come on here, be able to ask questions and go over any information that no problem, Jay. Go over any information that you know, you can't get answers to in the group or you didn't get the answers from the trainer or whatever. We can talk about anything on here that you guys would like. That's what I made it for. It also will be posted on my YouTube. As I mentioned previously, I will leave my YouTube link once I posted it, so you can go check it out, put any other additional questions or comments that you would like under the post, just to let me know that y'all see it and y'all are appreciative and y'all want me to continue to do this, because I definitely will. But we all have to come together in order to make this actually work. Because I could sit here and talk about what I go through all day. And people I know will watch it, but I did want the diversity of everybody coming together to network, to promote themselves, because you never know who's right next door to you looking for teeth whitening or looking for any additional services. But if nothing else further, I do thank you all. You guys, what happened?
I'm sorry. To my dad.
You're okay. Well,
Let me
everybody,
move myself.
thank you. It's uplifting to move with the team. Yes, definitely. That's another reason to be uplifting, because I know it's so many negative comments, and my inbox is always open. If anybody do want to, go ahead and take a class or take my mentorship, you will literally have me up until you take like a couple of your clients and you get good with it. I will help you build your email list. I will help you do all of that. I'm still getting everything together. When I do have it, it will be posted. And it is called Aftermath, just because it's going to be after you got your training and you just feel like you still are stuck and you still don't know what you're doing. Because I know it's a lot of trainers that are not upholding to their word when they say, oh, you can inbox me or you can call me after they get your money and you get your certificate. They don't respond anymore. And I've seen it happen. So that's why I'm just mentioning it. If that is you or that's the case, please inbox me and let me know if you're interested in that. And I'll be more than happy to help you on a step-by-step basis. But if nothing further, enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday and have a great day, and be on the lookout for the next one next month, okay? Talk to y'all soon.